Good day, sir. This is the lesson 6, Operation Strategy in Tourism and Hospitality Industry. In this topic, nahahati siya sa apat na subtopic. The first one is strategic alignment. Sa tourism and hospitality, mahalaga na lahat ng strategies at activities ay aligned sa overall goals ng business. Example, kung ang goal ng isang hotel is maging luxury hotel, dapat pati yung mga staff and facilities at marketing efforts ay nakafocus sa premium experience. And also, teamwork across all departments is the key dito. Mahalaga na yung strategy is aligned sa goals ng business. Dapat lahat ng departments, marketing, operation, at HR ay nagtutulungan para ma-achieve yung vision at mission ng company. Next is the capacity management. Dito, ang pagmamanage ng resources tulad ng hotel rooms, seats sa restaurants at manpower, dapat sakto and balance. Hindi dapat sobra para maiwasan yung underutilization, pero hindi rin dapat kulang para hindi ma-disappoint yung customers. Example, predicting peak seasons para may sapat na staff at inventory. Ito yung pagmamanage ng resources tulad ng rooms, seats sa restaurant, and staff. Tulad na sinabi ko, dapat sakto lang at hindi sobra at hindi kulang para ma-maximize yung kita. Third is customization and standardization. Sa industry natin, sa hospitality and tourism, kailangan mag-offer ng flexibility para ma-meet ang unique needs ng bawat guest tulad ng special room request. Pero at the same time, kailangan ng standardization para consistent yung quality, like standard check-in processes para efficient yung operation. May mga guests na gusto ng personalized experience, pero may iba na gusto standard lang. Kailangan balance ito, like offering unique tours pero consistent pa rin yung service quality. And lastly, for the chapter 6 is technology integration. Gamit yung technology sa tourism ngayon. Online bookings, self-check-in, mga kiosk, AI chatbox, at nakakatulong para mapabilis yung trabaho and ma-improve yung guest experience. Isa pang example, yung mga paggamit ng PMS or Property Management System para matrack lahat ng bookings at guest preference. Sa digital age, gamit na gamit yung tech online bookings, apps, AI na nakakatulong na maging efficient at better ang guest experience. That's all for lesson 6. For lesson 7, the quality management and control. TMQ or the quality management is tungkol sa pag-maintain ng high standard sa lahat ng aspect, mula customer service hanggang sa facilities. Team effort. This is a team effort. Quality management ay holistic na approach sa quality na hindi lang nakapokus sa products or service kundi sa buong operations. Example, yung lahat ng mula housekeeping hanggang food preparation dapat pasok sa high standards para ma-maintain yung satisfaction ng guests. Next is service quality dimension. May 5 aspeto yung sa service quality. Yung tangible, like physical facilities, like room cleanliness, reliability, which is consistent service, responsiveness, ibig sabihin nito, bilis ng pagtugon sa guests, assurance, like confident na alam ng staff ang ginagawa nila, at empathy, which is pagpapakita ng malasakit. Lahat ng to dapat balance kapag nagpo-provide tayo ng service sa isang customer. And next is quality control tools. Ibig sabihin nito, yung mga tools na tulad ng checklist, flowchart, at audits, Ito yung mga ginagamit para ma-maintain at ma-improve yung quality ng operation. Parang checklist bago mag-check-in si guest. Halimbawa, pwedeng gumamit ng regular inspection checklist para masigurado yung kalinisan ng facilities. This is very important in providing service. And lastly, for chapter 7 is the guest feedback. This is important. Importante na makinig sa feedback ng guests. May mga apps or reviews or surveys para malaman kung saan dapat mag-improve yung isang company. Importanteng makuha yung insight ng mga guests. And pwedeng i-analyze yung reviews nila sa mga survey forms para malaman yung strengths at weaknesses ng isang company and ma-identify nila kung saan sila nagkukulang sa service nila. From there, pwede itong gawing basehan ng kanilang improvement. That's all for lesson 7. For lesson 8. Lesson 8 is productivity. Productivity means the measure of economic performance that compares the amount of goods and service produced. This is called output, and with the amount of input used to produce those goods and services. May measure yung productivity sa pamamagitan ng output versus input. Tulad ng example, sa isang hotel, numbers of rooms cleaned per staff per hour para malaman kung efficient yung operations. Next is labor productivity. Yung labor productivity ay focus sa performance ng staff. Para maging productive ang employees, mahalaga yung proper training, motivational programs, at efficient scheduling. For example, dapat well-trained yung front desk staff sa paggamit ng booking system. Next is process optimization. Ito yung paghanap ng paraan para maging mas mabilis at cost-effective ang operations. Example, yung pag-implement ng automated check-in system is a great help para maiwasan yung pila sa reception desk and hindi na siya nag-cause ng delay. And lastly, innovation and technology. Gamit ang innovation, natataguyod yung competitiveness ng business. Example, yung paggamit ng mga keyless room entry and mobile apps para sa room service orders. Hindi lang napapabilis yung process, kundi napapataas din yung customer satisfaction nito. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, mas gamay na ng mga tao yung mga nasa cellphone na lang, and yung iba, hindi na talaga sila pumupunta pa sa front desk para lang mag-inquire. Lahat gusto na nila ngayon sa cellphone na lang, sa internet, and mas nadadalian sila doon. And that's all for the lesson 8. For lesson 9, the title of this lesson is budget. And meron itong 4 na subtopics. The first one is budgeting for tourism and hospitality. In hospitality and tourism industry, dapat maayos yung pagbabudget or yung budget plan para may sapat na pondo sa operations, marketing at maintenance. Para rin tong itinerary, kailangan meron siyang plano. And para siya magagawa, kailangan merong cost control. Ito yung pagtitipid at pag-ensure na walang nasasayang na resources, like namo-monitor dapat yung energy usage or food waste para kontrolado and walang nasasayang. Next is capital expenditure. Kasama na dito yung major investment like hotel reservations or new equipment na pangmatagalan ang benefits. Kasi kapag pangmatagalan siya, mas makakatipid ka, unlike yung mga mumurahin lang pero lagi-lagi naman siyang pinapalitan. And lastly is revenue management. Dito sinusukat ang demand at supply para ma-set ang tamang price, tulad ng mas mataas na rate sa peak season. And that's all for lesson 9. For the last lesson, which is lesson 10, entitled Efficiency and Effectiveness. Una, let's talk about effectiveness. Yung pagiging effective, ibig sabihin nito is nagagawa mo yung goal or yung task mo ng maayos, which is yung kailangan ng customer na bibigay mo. Example, kung sa hotel, kung yung guest is nag-request ng extra towels, mabilis mo tong nabigay, then the service is effective. Or in tourism, kung ang tour guide ay natulungan ng mga guests na makita lahat ng gusto nilang attraction, that's an effective service. Pero syempre, hindi lang pagiging effective yung importante, dapat efficient din. Efficiency means ginagawa mo yung task mo ng mabilis at walang sayang na resources. So, sa hotel, kung mabilis yung check-in process at hindi nagkaroon ng delays or extra steps, that's efficient. In tourism naman, kung ang tour ay well-organized at natapos sa tamang oras, that's also efficient. Pero, this is the catch. Hindi lang pwedeng effective lang or hindi pwedeng efficient lang. Dapat pareho. Example, kung effective yung service mo tapos sobrang bagal naman, hindi pa rin yun okay. Ganon din kung mabilis nga pero hindi naman natugunan yung need ng guests, hindi yun efficient. Kailangan both effective and efficient para masaya or nasa-satisfy yung customer. So, sa hospitality at tourism, best practice is when you achieve both. Effective service na natutugunan yung expectation ng guests at efficient service na mabilis at hindi sayang yung resources. And yun lang, sa madaling salita, effectiveness plus efficiency is equals to excellent service. That's all. Thank you.